Yes, well, as you see, they feel that they own the planet, and so they're very alarmed. I mean, wouldn't you be if it were your property? And you say, my God, what is going on? We have to get hold of the neighborhood. But my faith is that the horse knows where it wants to go, and we're all being carried along for the ride. And, you know, Mitsubishi, the Catholic Church, whoever wants to try and control it is welcome to try. But it's a perverse thing. I mean, we who think of ourselves as little people imagine that owning the earth must be a great pleasure. But actually, you know, the number of ulcer tablets being consumed in the chancelleries, bourses, and embassies of this planet seems to argue that thinking you own the world is an enormous headache and aggravation. The chaos is roving through the system and able to undo at any point the best laid plans. All kinds of things are happening. First of all, there are all these fields of research ranging from cryogenics, nanotechnology, psychedelic pharmacology, disease control, machine-human interfacing. You know, you could just list these things endlessly. And at any moment, one of these fields could make a breakthrough so fundamental that everything would be changed. And we have, you know, 50 of these irons going in the fire all the time. At the same time, because the planetary culture is becoming ever more closely knitted together, all its parts are becoming codependent. So, for instance, an earthquake which destroys central Tokyo would ruin the economy of Belgium, because the retraction of Japanese capital from world markets would set up reverberations that would be felt everywhere. The system is being slaved ever more tightly to various portions of itself. Crop failure in Russia causes, you know, strikes in Argentina and so forth and so on. And this will accelerate. Well, then the task of management somehow is to bring this coalescing system through this transition period without the whole thing getting so much vibration built up into it that it falls apart. And so it's very alarming to see barbarism uncontrolled in the world, to see, you know, people being pushed into boxcars on their way to extermination camps and all this. This means that that the global control systems are in danger of breaking down. And I think that the world corporate state is running hard to keep up. National governments do not understand what is going on. National governments are underpaid, understaffed, and under-talented. World corporate divisions of various sorts do understand what is going on, but they are in the process of taking power from the national states as rapidly as possible in order to use that power to manage the planet in a somewhat less ideologically hysterical fashion. I mean, they want to make money, you know, but that's a different thing than wanting to convert everybody to Islam, Marxism, or National Socialism, or something like that. I'm fascinated by management because it's the large-scale understanding and integration of human systems. And that's the real challenge. I mean, it's all very fine to take these mathematical models and write and describe the behavior of the dripping faucet, as was done very creatively. But the purpose of all this modeling is to eventually take control of our own relationships to each other and to the world and to the future and to, you know, to the future generations.